about that?
I know nothing about Penafil. What is that?
Oh, Penafil is my drink of choice. I fucking love this shit. It's a mineral water beverage.
Penafil? That's
sparkling water. Yeah.
Penafil. That sounds like maybe that is not pronounced correctly. Penafil. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a Mexican accent on there. Mexico's most refreshing tradición is what it says.
Oh yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Let's give this. All right. Well, we made it happen. Some thought we wouldn't be here, but we're here.
We made it.
Yeah, I know. There was a lot of doubters, myself included, but we got it up and going.
I could see the look on your face. I could see how hot you were, just sweating over there. I don't know. Just didn't seem like it was going to happen for you tonight.
Well, I need to get. Well, there's a lot of things I need to get. I need to get my life in order. That's one. But I need to get some like blackout shades for my bedroom and my living room, because the way that the sun sets.
Oh, right in the eyes.
Just right into my house. And it's
just so hot.
It's like a greenhouse. It's just, oh my God. I get home at like 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever. And it's just cooking in here.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah. But, thank God that this is essentially the last day of summer.
Yeah.
Because, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, if you don't have AC, then you're just dying.
Well, and I have like a window unit for my AC in my living room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But nothing for my bedroom. So I got this nice little Dyson fan that's blowing a nice little breeze up my skirt here.
Good.
So there's at least that. Whoo! All right. Fish and Toast, episode 30. I'm lost. I'm all over the place. Where do I even start?
Well, I mean, that's kind of how I felt at the end of the college football slate on Saturday.
You're like, what do I do here?
Wow.
What am I supposed to do with my hands?
Yeah. Although we did meet up, and I saw you at the Timbers game Saturday. That was nice.
Yep, got the Timbers club.
Good Timbers win. It seems to. Are you 2-0 or 3-0 the last time that you've gone to the Timbers games?
I don't think I've seen a Timbers loss. I've seen a couple draws. I think the 2 LAFC games I've gone to have both ended in draws. And then
that's right. The one that we went to in the suite or whatever.
Yep. And then I went to a game last season, and that was against LAFC, and that was a draw as well.
But no losses.
Not that I can think of. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think I've been in the clear of any losses. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good game. I like sitting up top there. It's nice. It's a nice view.
Yep. Get to see how the game develops a little bit. I was telling the girlfriend, I was like, this is, why like coordinators in football, they like to sit up super high because they want to see how the play develops. I was like, this is where it's a good advantage point. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you mentioned it, college football. I mean, I guess we could start there since that was what happened first.
It was a wild day of games, honestly.
Well, it started obviously at 9 a.m. with just a weird, wonky 9 a.m. kick for our Ducks, which for those away games, man, it's get in, get the hell out of there, get the job done, get the hell out of there, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, it also started like thunder and lightning and pouring down rain. Like at the start, I thought it was going to get delayed at first, kind of looking at how everyone was doing like the tailgating beforehand, and it just did not look good. So I can only imagine warm-ups and everyone just getting poured on for that sort of thing. But it cleared up by game time, and it was a little sleepy, weird start. We've been accustomed to these really fast starts, and this one was I don't think we went 3 and out right away, but I think we picked up a first down and then went 3 and out after that and punted, and you could already kind of feel things were a little off at the start, and that's kind of to be expected with such a young team, first game on the road. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm glad we're getting it out now. But I mean, some good, some bad. I personally felt a little I was a little mad about how we played in the trenches. I don't know if I'm not giving like Northwestern enough credit for what they have up front. I know that they have a few big boys and a couple good guys on the offensive line, but the line of scrimmage was not dominated the way it should be, especially the run defense. That was probably the most concerning part.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's 2 weeks in a row, but Oklahoma State was able to do enough in their game against Oregon where I was like, all right, something to keep an eye on. And that was like before the game. I've been trying to tweet out like half hour before the game, like, hey, this is what I want to see from the offense. This is what I want to see from the defense. And one of the things on defense was shut the run game down, like eliminate any sort of threat from the run game. And Northwestern was able to move the chains. Weird stat from that game that didn't feel like this was the case, but they were 3 of 11 from third down. But it seemed like they were able to convert and get a lot of first downs. But I guess they were happening on first and second, and they converted a couple fourths as well.
I was going to say, I think they were 2 for 4 on fourth down. Like they were aggressive, like they should be on that. And I was just mad that like those 3rd and 1s or 4th and 1s, it seemed that we're not getting the push up front that we should. And it's concerning because Northwestern is not going to be the best offensive line / back combo that we see,
right?
Especially in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I know that that's a big emphasis for him this week.
Well, secretly, and I don't think you would admit this out loud, I think Coach Dan Lanning is one of the happier people as far as how this game turned out, because now he has something to go over in film room and film study, and actually has things that they say that we need to work on. We need to improve this. We need to improve that. Like
go to the doctor.
Yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot of that in the first 2 games, whereas this time it was. And outside of just like the, what aspect of the game, also just like the finishing strong, like I'm sure by the time it was 34-0 and there's 5 minutes left in the game, whatever it is,
third strings in there.
Yeah. 7-8 minutes left in the game. A lot of the players are like, can we just get this over with, please? Like, can we just get the fuck out of here? And second, third stringers get out there, and obviously they're giving it full effort, but it's just a weird game, man. Weird to get pumped, excited for. Weird, but that was Coach Lanning's message all week long was find your own juice, and they found enough of it. They squeezed enough of the juice to get there, get the win. And then ended up falling 2 spots in the AP rankings because of it.
Yeah, so. It is what it is. Some people had some more impressive wins to the resume. I was happy to see Dante made a couple big-time throws. And in this game, where they're at on the lake, a lot of those throws are hard to make. They got a lot of wind going.
Yeah, well, that's
part of the reason why he threw that pick. So
yep. Yeah, that's what Lanning said after the game. And I know during the broadcast of the game on the radio, Dusty and Jerry and them were talking about the wind. Like once kickers were kicking the ball at a certain point or punting the ball, it got to a certain apex, certain elevation, and the wind just fucking carried that thing, or it held it up. So, that's what it sounds like, at least on the pick, is, in a environment where you're not next to a giant fucking lake with swirling winds and a giant storm that happened earlier in the night, that maybe that ball is on time or is in the right spot. But
I did think something notable was Noah Whittington before kick. He came out. He was questionable.
Yeah.
And then Theron Johnson came back, got 20 snaps, I believe, and he looked decent. He was dealing with that like knee bruise or something, and played his old team, which was kind of cool. Got in there for some reps. And I don't know if it's true. I don't know what you have heard this week, but I saw some rumblings of DeCorian Moore getting dinged up in practice.
I saw that, and
I don't know how true.
Well, I've seen a couple of reports flying, and from my understanding is that it's like a hit pointer, So,
okay,
if
it stays away from his legs and his like hip, like that's fine. And also, don't play him this week. If he doesn't feel like good enough to play, just rest him because the week off, let him get ready for next week. We need him much more next week. We got plenty of guys this week who can help us.
Yeah.
Which I think we'll do with Noah as well.
Yeah, I mean, get some guys healthy this week, take care of business, start fast, build a big lead. I know it's Oregon State. I know it's a rivalry game, and the spread is a fucking billion points right now. But still, take care of business to where
I saw that.
Take care of business where you can pull some guys early and rest and sit and get healthy. And if you got to sit Noah Whittington another week, if DeCorian's got to sit a week, I mean, what they showed early in this season is that depth. So, if there's a week to do this, then you do it now. So that way guys are ready for Penn State, who fortunately for Penn State, they get a bye week before the September 27th. So they get to rest everybody. So,
well, I mean, what I do feel good about that is that we should be the first test that they actually have this year where they got to play a full game. So
both of us, them and us, we got to play a real opponent on September 27th.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, I'm trying to look at it as in like any reps we can get for our young guys, any reps we can get for all these guys, new guys together, will give us an advantage, even though, I mean, I know that we have other coaches and like support staff that are putting together the game plan for Penn State right now as we speak. So, like they've been doing that off season, summertime, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So.
And in college football, I got to ask you though, is there isn't like a truly elite team. I don't think there is a truly by far number one team in the country.
I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, you could say maybe after the Oklahoma State, it was maybe Oregon, but then again, show that they were pretty human in this game. Ohio State, they were struggling with Ohio for a little bit. Those Bobcats are feisty. And then Penn State, they're playing fucking Villanova, who I didn't even know had a football team, and they kind of struggled a bit against FIU and LSU. Big win for them. I guess you could maybe make the case for them. And then Miami, bludgeoning South Florida, making that not even a contest.
I mean, Miami's looked the best. Like Miami and Ohio State are the two that I'm like, okay, I could consider them top tiers. LSU, I still have a lot of things I don't like about them.
Did you see Brian Kelly in the post game?
Yeah, freak out. He's such a little fucking bitch.
He is, but I don't know why I found it so funny. Like he just got so worked up. It's just
because he has to feel like he has to defend his team all the time. They got 5 interceptions and they only scored 20 points. Like
it's a good point. It's like, dude, you got all these opportunities and this is what you have to show for it. Like
if DJ Lagway didn't commit so many turnovers, there's a chance that LSU loses this game. I don't know. I'm not total. I think LSU offense is pretty good, but they haven't looked amazing. Like, I don't know. They can't really run the ball much. So I'm not sold on LSU, but Miami and Ohio State. Ohio State until they prove me otherwise. I think it really is truly a week-to-week thing. Anyone can kind of beat anyone on any given day, anywhere, as of right now. So maybe we'll see a team get hot here later in the year and kind of put everything together, kind of like Ohio State did down the stretch. But as of right now, I just don't see it.
Well, I mean, one team that literally started the year number 1 overall and now has major question marks. Texas with Arch Manning. Interestingly enough, that game is the matchup of former 5-stars that possibly both could be Chiefs.
Yeah.
Makai Nelson and then Arch Manning, Malachi Nelson. Thank you. Yeah. And Arch Manning at one point had like 10 straight incompletions.
I just don't know. I can't tell if they're not going to come out and say that he's hurt, but something doesn't look right with him week after week right now. Yeah. I mean, you can't put up that stat line that he did against UTEP and tell me that he's okay, or that he's not having a hard time figuring out something. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe UTEP does have a good defense. Who knows? But I mean, they like not one back had over 70 yards, and their wide receivers had tough.
He's just lucky that they didn't have to go to the Sun Bowl to face those Miners.
I know.
That is a tough home environment. You do not want to go there.
It's where top 10 teams go to die.
Well, Texas has Sam Houston next. So, I mean, dude, if he sucks against Sam Houston too, like, it is going to be like alert the presses, major red flags all over the place. It's like, dude, you cannot be going into SEC play looking like this. Like, we got to either bench him or come up with an injury.
Benching Arch Manning.
You got to come up with something, though. You can't have him going into Ben Griffin and then Oklahoma the next week and just an SEC slate. I mean, the end of the year, you got a ranked Vanderbilt team. You got to go to Georgia. You'll host Texas A&M at the end of the season. I mean, it's only going to get tougher. And he has not looked great at all to start this season. So
you got a lot of film on him to try to confuse him. We'll see with them and see if he can figure it out, but I don't see them benching Arch. Their next quarterback up is not very great either, so they better hope they don't need to go to him.
Outside of that, though, was it 4 teams in the top 15 take an L? I mean, granted, 2 of those were playing ranked opponents, so you had Tennessee lose to Georgia, which Tennessee should have won that fucking game. Like,
yeah,
I can't believe
one of those. They shoot themselves in the foot right there and let Georgia crawl back and win it in overtime. Like, it's ridiculous that they keep winning these games in overtime.
I know. And Joey Aguilar looks so good, like, especially in that first half. He was just so dialed in.
He started out 13 for 13. Like, he was cooking. Like, he looked really good. He does throw these, like, high arcing, like, moon balls that lead to get picked off. And it's a little scary, and he threw up some 50-50s where his guys came down with it, and one at the end where could have been offensive pass interference, but they weren't going to call it at the end, a little push off. But Tennessee looked a lot better than what I thought, and I think that Georgia might have a little bit of problems on the right side of their offensive line, giving up too many pressures on that side, and weren't really able to establish all the way the run. But Tennessee was not able to run the ball either. So,
3.6 yards per carry for Georgia.
Yeah, that's not going to do it for Kirby. But I mean, Georgia, do they still have a good defense? Yeah, they still have a good defense. Are they gettable? I think they are gettable back there.
Yeah.
It's not like their teams in the past. But that was a really good football game. I felt terrible for that kicker at the end. They had that penalty to back them up at the end. And I was like, this kid looks scared shitless. Like,
oh yeah,
he already has kind of a dumb face, and then he was just so scared out there, and I just had a feeling he was missing that. They kept panning to the guys, and like they got one guy in the crowd, and that guy looked even more nervous than the kicker. Like, I didn't realize it'd been so long since they beat Georgia, you know? So,
yeah. And that kid, I think he looks 12.
Yeah. Max something, I think.
Eyes popping out of his head. Just
he did, to be fair, he did redeem himself and hit that one in overtime. But that's not going to get it done.
Good for him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done when you need it. You could have ended in regulation and that missed so bad. It had no shot.
Oh, I know. It was so far right.
Yeah, they were trying to be nice and quiet in there for him, like to kick, and it was just immediate. Everyone hands and head, like, yeah. So it was a good game though.
Tennessee takes the L. I know you and Kyle. This is great. So you and Kyle at the Timbers game are watching the Texas A&M Notre Dame game on his phone. And my girlfriend at one point was like, they're watching football while at a soccer game. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. What's weird about that?
Yeah. I was like, yeah. So like,
yeah, it's a big game. That was another just wild game too, and finish.
Yeah.
Was it if Buckner could actually hold a snap and get a PAT down?
Special teams, not so special unless you're Brandon Aubrey.
Well, you can really see like special teams is so critical. It wins and loses you games on the day. Like, these games are so close that when they come down to the smallest margins, like special teams, that's why people are so much sticklers for it. You know, you can see how much it hurts in Oregon State.
You know what special teams reminds me of? It reminds me of going to the driving range. I'm sure that these guys are practicing and doing 100 kicks every day, 100 snaps, 200, 300 snaps. They're working on it every day, throughout the week.
Their irons.
Yeah, exactly. You go to the range, such a good range session, dude. I'm feeling good. I got a round on Saturday. I'm dialed in. And then you get out there on Saturday and you just fuck up everything. And you're just like, dude, everything was going great at the range. Like, everything was great at practice this week. Like,
I'm popping everything now.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that is special teams to a T.
That's a good comparison right there. I like that.
Like, oh yeah, we worked on this all week. Like, everything was going fine. And then you actually got on the field with 100,000 fans, and then you didn't do anything that you did during the week. Like, well, and here's the thing too, like, you miss one in practice. You're like, damn it, I missed. And then you kick like 5 straight field goals. You're like, all right, feels pretty good. And then you miss one. That is the driving range. Like, you have one bad drive or one bad hit on the driving range, and you're like, oh, what did I do wrong there? And then you hit 5 straight balls that are like perfect. And you're like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, it's all good now. No problems.
Yep. No, yeah, I'm fixed.
Yeah, all good. If I just use my driver 6 times in a row, then I'm sure 5 of them will be good out there, right? Like, is that's not how the game goes. So, yeah.
I mean, that was a good game. It was really tight. It should have went to overtime, honestly. That missed snap like really screwed us of a good game of overtime right there. But credit to Texas A&M winning a big game on the road, and now we see Notre Dame 0-2, which is kind of crazy.
I mean, that's a tough game. Like, obviously I don't have any rooting interest in it, but man, like that's one of those where you really don't want either of those teams to win. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you don't want Texas A&M to win because they're a goddamn Colt, and no, like Notre Dame. Like, who wants to see Notre Dame win unless they're playing Ohio State in the national championship? So, so that's one of those. You kind of feel gross, regardless of who comes out and wins that one.
Yeah, I'm not an Aggies fan at all, but partially because like that's just another SEC team where there's like, oh, look at the SEC, they're so good. Look at how many teams. It's just it's so hard week to week.
Yeah.
So whenever the SEC can lose, I don't mind it. I don't know if you saw at all. It was during the same time as the Ducks game. Was that Georgia Tech Clemson game?
Yellow Jackets go Buzz, baby.
Dude, I'm a big Brent Key, Buster Faulkner like pairing right there.
Yeah.
Hayes King hurt, and he still carries the ball 25 times for 103 yards and a touchdown.
Dude, he is such a boss. Like
he's a gamer.
I know.
He is a gamer.
Like that is the classic like college football stud that will do absolutely nothing in the NFL, if even get drafted. Like,
right. He is a classic, like, college football player.
He's a throwback. He's a throwback player for sure.
It's almost like a Tebow, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But did you see Dabo crashing out, like, in the media? I think today, too, at his presser.
I'm shocked. That's not like him.
If you guys don't want me here, then fire me. I've won the ACC 8 out of the last 10 years. Like, he's just going on like a little power trip of how much he's won. He's like, you guys are I think he feels a little slighted right now. I do think it's a little overblown, but I don't think Clemson is as good as everyone thought they were, you know?
Well, and like, all right. So obviously that's their second loss, and their only win came against Troy, and they almost lost that. So they deservedly do like that. They deserve to be dropped out of the top 25. Like that's not, you know, I know that you only lost to LSU by a touchdown, but you still lost. You had to score 27.
And we're not even sure how good LSU is yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll see that with the SEC slate. And then, that Troy game and now Georgia said, you probably don't deserve to be ranked. Notre Dame somehow being 0-2. God, what was the stat? It's like the first time since 19 whatever that a 0-2 team is still ranked or something like that.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
Well, it's Notre Dame, so.
Well, you can't be ranked and have no wins. So I understand it's a preseason a ranking, but once you play a couple games and you're out, you can easily get back in there, but you shouldn't be ranked with no wins. That's not that doesn't make sense.
Here it is. Notre Dame first ranked 0-2 team since 1988.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's shocking. I think also I don't know, Cade Klubnik, he's supposed to make this jump, you know, from last year where he looked good in the playoff and then to right now where his last season he's supposed to look a hell of a lot better. And he really has not done it. I don't know what it is, but he might just not be that guy. I don't know.
It's kind of interesting. None of these returning veteran quarterbacks have been very dominant, outside of Mateer, who transferred, and so he's got better.
Diego Pavia.
That's true.
Pavia has been absolutely lights out.
Yeah, that was the other top 15 team to lose, South Carolina. I mean, they lost Sellers.
Goes out. Yeah,
you're kind of fucked at that point.
Yeah, he is the majority of that offense. So
yeah, look at Vandy though. I did the college football playoff simulator this morning. Just did one round of it, just to see what would happen to the Ducks. And in this one version of the simulator that I did, Vanderbilt made it. They were in the playoff, number nine seed.
I'm legit saying Vandy has a chance. Like, there's not one like team that I see on their schedule where I'm like, well, technically, I don't think they could beat them. You know, like they've already proven that they can beat Alabama last year, and I think this Vandy team might be better.
Well, they've got two. I shouldn't say patsies. Who knows with Utah State? But they played Georgia State and then Utah State, and then they have to go. Oh my God, this is a murder's row. Then they have to go to Bama. They'll host LSU. They'll host Missouri. Go to Texas. Host Auburn.
Well, I mean, they host Texas, right?
No, they go to Texas. They have to go to Austin.
Texas? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's honestly not looking as scary as it once did. I mean, Texas's defense still looks legit, but their offense is having some problems. And Vandy, that like veteran quarterback, if you have one of those, I think you can win a lot of games. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm on the Vandy train. I want them to keep doing well.
Dude, I do too. I was when I was doing the post game show, I said it to Anthony Newman off air. I was like, one of my favorite things in sports is parody and seeing something I've never seen before. And so if you can give me a college football playoff where like the SEC berths are like Vanderbilt and Ole Miss and like Auburn, you know, we've seen Auburn win a national championship. Bite my tongue saying that out loud. But if you see like Vanderbilt and Ole Miss in the playoff, I'm like, dude, sign me up for that 10 times out of 10. Like,
I don't know if you saw what happened in that Ole Miss game at all, but Austin Simmons has that ankle injury, and filling in for him, Trinidad Chambliss.
Such a good name.
Oh my God, what a day did he have? 412 yards passing, two touchdowns. Just keep Trinidad in there, honestly. What did he come from, like Ferris?
I have no idea. That was the first time I ever heard of this guy. And I was like, who?
Trinidad Chambliss?
I was like, did they just – I was like, they made that name up.
No, what a name. Like, first team all name.
Trinidad Chambliss, Ole Miss.
I mean,
that was a good game, though. That was, Arkansas, again, another SEC team where it was like, and Arkansas gets the 12 seed for the college football playoff. It's like, dude, pig suey, let's go.
Yeah, he's a Ferris State Bulldog. I think that I know Ferris State was really good. Threw for over 1,600 yards and 17 touchdowns in 7 games last fall. God. So, I mean, the guy can throw it around. It was kind of fun, like looking at some of his tape. But if he's not, if Austin Simmons isn't all the way healthy, just keep this kid in there. He looks good.
Anything else from college football that stuck out to you? Friday night, we saw Kansas State lose again to Arizona. And then
we had the firings. The firings isn't just Deshaun Foster.
Did I not say the week before? I was like, if UCLA loses to New Mexico, they got to fire Deshaun Foster. They can't even let him in the locker room after that one.
And it was like a lot of people are like, is it Nico? Would you take Nico or would you take Avery Johnson? Like at this point, who am I getting?
Death. Give me death.
I want death. I will just say, because we are playing the Beavs, they got absolutely annihilated in that first half.
Yeah, it took them long enough to get the game back up and going. That 6-hour ordeal from kickoff to game end.
That sucked. That really sucked. That could have had a.
Can Lightning and Thunder just fuck off for a few months, please? Like,
Right? I thought we were still kind of summer weather. This lightning and thunder.
Hey, this might be a hot take, but just play the game. You know, if there's lightning and thunder there, fuck it, just keep it going. You know, they always say like, oh, the chances of getting struck by lightning are like 1 in a million, and it's like, all right, then what are we stopping the game for? Let's keep this going.
Yeah.
If anything, we got a viral moment if we see a player struck by lightning in the middle of the field. You
know. Just brief, like look at that. Barrett Morton tore him up, 464 yards passing, 4 touchdowns.
The guy's a beast in college football, 25 and 26.
Is he?
Yeah, he's always leading the country in yards and touchdown. He's always up there.
This like redhead wide receiver that Texas Tech has, Coy Aiken. his picture so far. Coy.
Oh God, I was gonna say they got Clay Aiken out there catching balls.
Yeah,
catching balls on and off the field.
Yeah, catching balls in his mouth. Yeah, really Oregon State needs to figure out some stuff. I don't know if you saw Trent Bray's presser at all yesterday.
Oh,
He got a little spicy. Got a little spicy there.
Yeah, and there's part of me that it was Bill Oram at the Oregon asked, he's like, do you like being head coach? And he was like about to answer it, and then he was like, next question.
Yeah.
There's been I was just gonna say there's been like 2 ways that people have taken that. Like some people are like, I don't think he wanted to answer that because I don't think he likes to be head coach. And then the way that I perceived it is that he was about to answer that and was also just like, fuck that question, dude. Next question. Like in his mind, it was like, to him, that was a stupid question. Like, do I like to be the head coach? Like, yeah, obviously it sucks right now, but who doesn't want to be a head coach in football? Now, granted, I could be wrong. And he's like, yeah, this does fucking suck. And I just want to be back to being a D coordinator. I don't think anybody likes to be the head coach when their team is playing like that. Like, and that's what you have to do every week is get your teeth kicked in and then watch the film and then go to your players and talk to them about how shitty they look. I don't think anybody likes that. But to say, you know, do you really think he's going to be there and go up there and just be like, you know what, Bill? Yeah, no, I don't like being head coach. No.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, but also like during that, they asked him like the same question like 3 times, like just a little differently, you know? And I think by the time you get it the 3rd time, you're a little sick of it, you know? Yeah. Like, of course, I want to be the head coach here. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah, we're trying to figure things out. It's not going as smooth as I'd hope. Hopefully there's no turmoil in the locker room or between coaches. You don't know. And I'm not going to fire anyone 3 games into the season because it's not enough sample size and I would just go to shit, you know, like that early. So I don't know. It's a tough situation. I don't really like wish that on them. They're already going through like tough times. So
with that being said, is this the best offense Oregon has faced this year so far coming up in the Civil War? Because I think it is. They're better than Montana State. They got to be better than Oklahoma State because Oklahoma State can't
I think Oklahoma State has some legit wide receivers. I think Zane Flores is not. I think this is the best quarterback they're going to face.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Malik Murphy has a rocket arm, and if he could be consistent, it'd be good. But I know that, I mean, Oklahoma State had 3 legit wide receivers, just Zane Flores couldn't get the damn ball to him.
Yeah.
Also going through Missouri, whoops ass. They looked really good. Ahmad Hardy, fucking 250 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. And Bo Prabilla still looked pretty good. I'm kind of buying into what Missouri's doing. I don't know if you saw, but Kent State almost pulled an upset over Buffalo Bulls.
I saw that. Buffalo, your Buffalo.
I know. I had to me and Kyle were tuning into that game earlier in the day. We had that as part of like the 4 box that we were watching, and I was secretly kind of hoping for a massive upset from Kent State, since it was so close. But just a couple minutes at the end, Buffalo goes down there, nice drive, beautiful pass, catch in the end zone, and Kent State's dreams just smash. So, I bet on North Texas to beat Washington State, and that wasn't even close.
Five turnovers in the first half will do that to you.
Dude, it was so bad. And one of the best games of the day, the backyard brawl.
West Virginia bounces back.
Dude, did you see? We were watching this game too, and oh my God, the amount of penalties Pitt had. It was one of the most penalized games I've ever seen.
Did you see what Rich Rodriguez said after the game?
What part?
About the injuries.
Oh no, what'd he say?
Let me find it real quick, because dude, it was good. Because I mean, Pitt was just had dudes falling to the ground left and right.
Yeah, they were really stopping the momentum. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find the quote, but he was being a smart ass essentially, and maybe I'm getting butt cracked or ball sacked here. Okay, here it is. He said, "You mean when they laid down and were getting hurt? It's amazing how many guys got hurt. I'm really concerned. Do they have anybody left to play next week?" I was like, that's fucking good. I love that. That's good rivalry shit talk right there.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they don't play this game every year, I think there's like a little break. It's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, hey, as a Pitt basketball fan, whenever the backyard brawl is going down, you got me tuned in.
Also, like when I was talking about those penalties earlier, I really couldn't believe how Pitt just kept shooting themselves in the foot. 14 penalties, 118 yards.
Dude, they did this last year in a game versus Clemson, I want to say, too, where it was just like they were just fucking themselves over, and it's just, I don't know, Narduzzi, he's got to get those boys coached up, get their discipline up.
I just, every time you turn around, another flag thrown. It was like, are you kidding me? It's unbelievable. And the only reason, really, West Virginia didn't pull away is because their starting QB got hurt, and they had to bring in this guy Fox, and he just threw two just terrible interceptions. I think we could have done better. He threw him right to the linebacker. It was the worst.
Pitt had 14 penalties for 118 yards.
Yeah, that is just so absurd. Let's see. USC got a win against Purdue.
And
wasn't that pretty.
They're going to just give the Peisman Award to that kid, the defensive lineman for USC that got that interception for
Jarrett.
Just give it to him now. There's not going to be a better Peisman, thick six, anything like that all year long.
Wow. Yeah. It's gonna be tough. A couple other ones, Tulane beating Duke when Darian Mensah goes back there.
It doesn't help the Big Ten, but how about my Cal Bears?
Yes. I mean, 3-0. I was not thinking that was going to happen. And Stanford gets their first win over BC.
Big weekend for the Bay Area.
Yeah, massive weekend.
I'm telling you,
people know how sleepy that is. That sleepy spot when you go to.
Cal's going to be ranked
Stanford.
At some point this year, man. I'm telling you. You just watch.
I mean, you look at their schedule.
I was just going to say, have you seen their schedule?
Oh, dude, it's terrible.
I don't think they play Georgia Tech, Clemson, or Miami this year. If memory serves me correct, I think they might, or Florida State. Is it? They might have had to play Miami, but
they don't play Florida State.
They don't play any of those teams. They don't have to play. They have to play Clemson, Florida State, Miami, or Georgia Tech.
Yeah, this is the year. This is the year that.
Dude, let's go. Let's go,
end
Wilcox.
up in Charlotte.
Dude, that'd be so great. Please, for the love of God, make it happen.
Yeah, I mean,
they could legit start 5-0. They play San Diego State Saturday, 7:30 kick. And then they got to go to Boston College the week after, who just fucking lost to Stanford. So then they got Duke, North Carolina, at Virginia Tech, who just fired their head coach. I mean,
watch out,
dude. Golden Bears, they're coming out of the cave. They're ready to scrap. They're ready to claw their way to an ACC championship.
With that cake schedule, let's see. Coastal Carolina might be the worst team in FBS. They look terrible. Lost 38-0, giving out free food, their concessions.
At least their fans are happy.
Yeah, that's one way to keep them happy. And then Portland State only loses by 20 on the island. That was cool.
Yeah. Granted, they only scored 3 points, but you know.
Hey, they put points up though. Like the first 2 weeks of the season, they didn't put anything up. So.
Yeah, what are they? Are they up to 23 total points on the year now?
Probably. We just keep a running total each week for them.
Oh God, those poor Vikes.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at some big numbers, little numbers for this upcoming week, huh?
Heck yeah.
All right, so biggest point spread, biggest spread of the week. I haven't even looked, so I'm on Vegas Insider right now, and I'm scrolling trying to find it. So you might even know before I do.
Oh, I think I have a very good idea, because if you look, whoever's playing Kent State,
that's just bank on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw earlier in the week that Florida State's playing Kent State, so you could just do with that what you want.
That is the correct matchup. Yes, Florida State is at Kent State.
Whoa.
Kidding. No, they're not at Kent State.
That would be insane.
How do they make that happen? No, Kent State is definitely going on the road. Scrolling. So you want to lock that answer in before I finish scrolling the page
That
here?
was my initial. I don't think, because I already know what our spread is, and I know I've got to assume the Florida State one's worse than that.
Final answer, Regis. Florida State, Kent State.
Yes.
That is correct. Florida State.
Okay.
Anywhere from a 44.5 to a 47-point favorite.
Okay.
Next closest, though, Tennessee over UAB, depending on the book, anywhere between 38.5 to 41.
Ooh.
Yeah. Trent Dilfer's going to have a rough time. Is he still coaching that team, or did he leave?
UAB. No, he's still coaching UAB.
Yeah? Okay. I would have thought he would have left after that, but
I would have thought they would have got rid of him.
Yeah, he's like fighting players and shit.
Yeah, he's just kind of a weirdo.
Yeah. All right. Smallest spread of the week. Who does it go to?
I have seen 2 spreads at this, only because I was very interested in that Rice as the Thursday night game. And I was like, oh, I wonder who they're playing, what the spread is. So I already knew that was 2.5.
You're Rice Owls.
Yes. Scott Abel's looking to get another win. And then my next looking was Baylor ASU is what I was going to guess. I would assume that would be 2-1, like a pick'em maybe. I don't know, somewhere in there. I don't know.
I will accept both those answers because there's a few games that are floating around that 2.5. And yes, that is one of them. Baylor. Sorry.
Okay. What is that? What's the actual spread on that one then?
Baylor's 2.5, 2, depending
2.5,
on
okay.
the book. Yeah. And then other ones that are close, Fresno State, Hawaii is 2.5. Fresno State favored by 2.5. I just had a couple other. Marshall, Middle Tennessee is at 2.5. And then you also had, there was one more that I saw on the board here.
Michigan, Nebraska.
That was it. Yeah, I just got to it. Which hot take? I'm going on a limb. This is a Nebraska exposed game. Michigan's going to roll into Nebraska, and I say Michigan wins big. They just exposed Nebraska. Yeah,
really
calling it.
Okay.
Nebraska is high off their own supply. They're playing absolute patsies all year long. I mean, Cincinnati, they did win that one early in the season, but Akron and Houston Christian, for God's sakes.
Also, Cincinnati should have beat them. Brendan Sorsby doesn't throw up a terrible pick, but also what gave him some trouble in that game was Brandon Sorsby running around, and Bryce Underwood's going to do that same thing. So,
and I would like to know how Nebraska gets 5 home games to start the season.
Yeah, the schedule gods were nice to them.
Yeah,
thanks, Big Ten. Thanks a lot, Big Ten.
Good push. All right, that's for the spreads. I felt like I saw one more around that 2.5. I mean, Texas Tech, Utah's floating around there, anywhere between 2.5 to 3.5. UNLV, Miami, Ohio, 2.5. And then North Texas Army floating around 2.5 as well. Iowa, Rutgers at 2.5. A lot of close games this week, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Big number total. What do you got?
Oh, I'm just scrolling. I'm going to go with SMU, TCU. That just seems like a shootout game to me.
And so far, that is the correct answer because I'm seeing 64.5 at just about every book there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was honestly kind of expecting it to be a little higher, but who knows?
Yeah, that is. Oh, hold on now.
I hope we got one.
Not so fast, my friend. We got one more with a possibly higher spread. We got 2. No, actually, just 1. Or not spread. Sorry, point total. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got one more.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who would be higher than them though.
Comes full circle back to Trent Dilfer, baby. Tennessee, UAB.
Oh my God.
69.5.
This other saying Tennessee's going to put 60 up on them.
Just destroy them.
Wow.
Yeah, 69.5.
Does Iowa have an off week? I'm looking I was trying to see who they play this week for this low number.
Hey, let's give it up to Iowa and Michigan, who both covered their point totals by themselves this week. With Michigan putting up, 63 against Central Michigan? And then Iowa putting up 47 against UMass.
Ooh.
Both hitting the overs by themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. Lowest point total, where do you think it's at? Because, I'm not seeing Iowa anywhere.
I don't see Iowa, so I might have to go to – my next thought is to go to who's running the option. We got some Army action, I think, this week. Oh, what about what about Scott Abel's Rice Owls? That's got to be a low total.
Is it the lowest, though?
I don't know. I just know that
Iowa. Oh, yeah. Iowa's playing Rutgers.
Oh, that's got to be low.
It is low, but is it the lowest?
I don't know. Those two teams are so bad. I'm going to go. The way that you said that makes me think I'm just going to keep the Rice.
Sticking with Rice?
Yeah.
Brown, Basmati, or Jasmine?
We'll go with that Jasmine.
I think it is, depending on book, 43.5, 44. You also have, there's a couple that are tied. Wisconsin, Maryland is at 43.5, 44.
Ooh.
You also have, I saw a couple other ones that are pretty low. Oh, I think there's a lower one. Yeah.
Oh, I think I just saw that too.
What is it?
Damn.
What did you see?
I think I'm low. It's that Troy. Was it Troy? That Troy game?
Versus
Buffalo.
Your Buffalo?
Yeah. That's the lowest one I'm seeing.
What do you mean seeing? You shouldn't be looking. You shouldn't be cheating.
I already locked in my answer though.
I think you're cheating.
What?
I think you're actively scrolling and changing your answer.
No, I already locked in my answer that was Rice, but I am seeing now that I was wrong because it's Troy and Buffalo, depending on where you're looking.
Yes, it is Troy and Buffalo, 42.5.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I believe Michigan, Nebraska is pretty low too. It's not that low, but Michigan, Nebraska is
45.5.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, 45, 46.5. Yeah. Wow.
Ooh. When we were doing spread for low, did you look at the Louisiana, Eastern Michigan? I'm seeing 1.5.
Louisiana, Eastern Michigan.
Yeah. Chris Creighton's boys.
At 1.5, eh?
Yeah, I don't know if you're seeing different numbers.
Let me look here. Yeah, depending on the book, but yeah, I'm seeing 1.5.
So I was wrong there.
Wow. The Raging Cajuns.
They're going to keep that one close. We'll see.
My God. All right. You want to jump over to NFL?
Yeah, we better talk some NFL here to wrap it up.
Yeah. I wanted to play a fun game about the NFL, and it's called If I Could, I Would. And so basically it's a statement that it's like, if I could, I would make this happen, or I would make sure that this happens. And if I could, I would make Justin Herbert the 2025 NFL MVP.
I love that. I love the sound of that.
And honestly, you can switch out Justin Herbert for Baker Mayfield as well. If either of those two guys won MVP this year, I would be a happy football fan.
Yeah. I mean, this is like beginning to look like his best season. Like so far, he looks like a little more comfortable, more confident. He's getting a backing of everyone on that team. Like, not that he didn't have it before, but like it feels like another level. They're seeing him like evolve his game from year to year. And I know it's really early and it still can be overreaction, but he's not doing the things to lose them games. So
no, he's that touchdown pass he had, man, just
it's so beauty. The 60-yarder.
Oh my God.
On a rope too. Like
yes.
It's
perfect spiral. Yeah, just so good. I don't know if you saw my tweet though about it.
No, I think I missed that one.
I was like, yeah, it's a nice throw, but you ever seen Jalen Hurts fall forward 1 yard? No, that's elite.
Did see that.
Yeah, that's top 5 quarterback play right there.
Yeah. I think it's also like him starting to use his legs, making a dual threat. When it is breaking down and he notices, he's just so smart. He's out there able to read a lot of defenses, and he's starting to be at an age in his career where there's not too many things you can throw at him that he hasn't seen already.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys that like processes really fast. And now that he's got a safety blanket back in Keenan Allen, he's got another good wide receiver, Lat McConkey. And if Quentin Johnson can like continuously catch passes, I think that could be a really nice deep threat for us. I don't know so much of what's going on with the run game though.
Yeah, that's true. Hampton is you hope to get him going here soon. I just hope that this is the year for the Chargers that they win the division, they get a playoff win or two. Herbert has an MVP season, and that, like I said, if I could, I would make him the MVP this year, or Baker, because I've been rooting for Baker his entire career, and I'm so glad he turned it around. And that dude, he has so much just fuck you in him that I just, oh my God. Right after you think his knee got shredded, he bounces up and starts shit talking to CJ Gardner-Johnson.
I couldn't like tell if he was putting on an act or what he was doing. I was like, uh-oh, that might be really bad. And then he gets up, like, kind of looks like he's limping, and then all of a sudden, nah.
It was like the shit talking just like magically healed him.
Yeah, like someone had to talk shit to him for him to snap out of it.
Like, oh no, I'm fine.
And I'm a big fan of watching and liking the Bucks. So last night was perfect for me getting to watch both of those games.
I bet them 5.5 like early in the game.
Yeah.
I think it was right after the Nico Collins touchdown. It jumped up, and so I was like, all right, let's jump on the 5.5. Boy, I mean, the Buccaneers just ended up winning outright, but that Houston touchdown and them going for 2, I was sweating.
Yeah, they really made that thing close for you.
I was like, oh my God! I'm like, how's this happening?
Good thing you had the hook, the whole time.
Yeah.
The 5.5.
So if I could, I would make Justin Herbert the MVP this season.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah. Do you got one? If you could, you would.
Not really like at the top of my head.
I know I sprung it on you. There was a couple that I came up with today.
I'm just pretty pumped with this 0-2 start for the Chiefs.
If you could, you would have the Chiefs miss the playoffs entirely.
Yeah. Finish last in the division,
Boy,
at least.
That is that the most like unwatchable game, Eagles versus Chiefs? Like,
well, I mean, I don't think. Well, for me and you, like, yeah, you dislike the Eagles and I dislike the Chiefs,
but
just
also
like the
from
Super Bowl last year.
And again, yeah, it's a Super Bowl rematch, and they're both good teams, but just from like a football standpoint, like, ew. Like, I fucking hate the Eagles and their offense, their non-existent offense. And the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and they're essentially non-existent offense at times. Like, I don't know if there's been a Super Bowl rematch that the majority of people are like, no thanks, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was. I mean, not a whole lot, like you said, not a whole lot happening, not a whole lot of offense in that one.
No, Jalen Hurts had 101 passing yards, and half of them came on like one play.
Yeah.
And then you had six tush pushes in the game.
Yeah. I mean, it was a weird one for sure. But the Chiefs lose one at home early.
Who do they have next? Because I want to see what the potential of it. Oh, they go to the Giants. Okay, well that's a dub for Kansas City.
That should be a dub. Speaking of the Giants, your game.
Dude.
Also, that Giants lineman getting benched after 4 penalties on the first drive.
After taking a right hook.
Dude, just throwing the right. That was the most insane thing ever.
That was so great. Like, again, I know it's like in real time, it's like, well, that's a fucking bit. What the hell is that? But in retrospect, I'm like, I love it.
Yeah.
The most blatant.
Such an NFL, like.
Right.
And he slams the guy, too. He just dropped him.
That was too good. That game, though, I mean, that was. I think it was like 12:45. I was like, all right, I got to get showered and start getting ready for my son's soccer game. I couldn't. It took like another hour for me to do that. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, can someone just lose this game, please?
Yeah, that was, I mean, I think that just shows you what every Cowboys game might be. You guys might give up 30 plus, but you have the ability to score a ton yourself. So,
dude, I love Dak Prescott so goddamn much. That dude.
Do you? Because last year when we were talking about his contract, you said it was one of the worst.
Yeah. My opinion has maybe changed.
It's a week-to-week thing.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think they play the Bears this next week, so I'm sure I'll
like another good week. Yeah.
I mean, he clutched up at the end of the game. To be honest, though, I mean,
he fourth quarter, he definitely did.
He made some huge throws, and used his legs to get them in way better field goal position at the end of overtime. If that can, not be scared to run the ball and use his legs a little bit more, a la Justin Herbert, then, dude, another great year incoming. I mean, that game though was, Jesus Christ, man. That was such a roller coaster. My coworker who I talked to him today, he used to be a Cowboys fan, and then he quit the team, left the team, and is now a Chargers fan, actually, coincidentally.
Wow.
Yeah. He did that like 2 or 3 seasons ago, and he's like 50, I want to say. He's like, I'm just tired of Jerry lying to me, and I'm just sick of it. I can't do it anymore. I'm like, all right, I was like, usually switching teams is reserved for, like children and teenagers. But if you want to do that as a 50-year-old man, then
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But he's like, today, he's like, come on, Joe, make the switch with me. Just leave him behind. I was like, but Sunday was so fun. Like, that game was so entertaining. Like, why would I want to give that up?
Oh, I love fans. I love the highs and lows. You'll be like, God, I fucking hate this team.
That game, I mean, that ending was insane, though. I mean, they had the touchdown drive that put him up, the Miles Sanders that put him up 4, and then Russell, of course, hits a fucking bomb because, we want to play zone coverage and we can't play zone coverage. And then the Cowboys march it right back, score under a minute, and then another Russell bomb to take the lead. I thought that was it. I was like, all right, we just lost this game. And then 64 fucking yarder, dude. Brandon Aubrey, ice in his veins.
I mean, that was the most fitting way to end that game. It was with Aubrey, winning it, of course, Like, that's definitely what you assume is going to happen in that situation.
And then third time's a charm for the Russ bombs. He throws the deep bomb in overtime, and it's just basically a punt return.
Yeah. Pickens getting his first touchdown for you guys.
Yeah, and apparently, I think it was Tyler Smith was saying after the game, he's like, dude, he was like just the entire game, like, just keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep rolling. We got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Like, apparently he was being super positive, encouraging during the game, and just like, we got this, just keep plugging along, and like, being a good teammate. I was like, oh my God. I was like, if we can get that George Pickens, hell yeah. Someone who's invested in the team and winning and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome to see. He had a decent little game. I think he's racked up 210 yards of penalties on players against him so far this in the first 2 games on like defensive pass interferences calls. So he's doing what he needs, exactly what he's supposed to do.
He's drawn,
be that deep threat. Yeah. And had himself a decent little game. So, yeah, it was pretty fucking wild. Roller coaster of emotions in that one.
Yeah, that was one of the crazier games.
Yeah. Just some other notes, NFL notes. The Lions completely fine.
Yeah, bloodbath. You could tell they wanted to run that up on Ben Johnson.
Lions are completely fine. Most impressive win of the week. You know, like obviously that Lions win is impressive because they put up another 50 burger for the second straight season. But honestly, I think Seahawks going to Pittsburgh and getting a win.
Yeah, that was a massive win.
That's huge. I mean, going to play a 10 a.m. game in Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh giving up 30 points again. I was from losing last week like you did to the 49ers to going and responding like that and getting the win in Pittsburgh. That was fucking huge.
Yeah, that was a massive win. I'll go with either the Colts over the Broncos with just the way that, like, you thought all the Broncos fans thought that game was over. Then all of a sudden it wasn't. And because wasn't there a big penalty at the end of that one?
Yeah. It was leveraging.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which rarely gets called.
Leveraging, come on.
Or leverage, rather. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, Broncos took the lead 28-20 and then went punt, interception, and then Lutz missed that short field goal, which would have put them up by 5. So, would have pressured the Colts to have to score, but he misses it from 42 yards out, for God's sakes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's sad is what it is.
What was it? I thought one of the best wins of the week was honestly Thursday night and the Packers beating the Commanders the way they did.
That was
established it.
That was pretty dominant. Like the Commanders really couldn't do anything offensively the entire game, and they didn't look like world beaters in week 1. They'll play at home against Vegas, and I'm intrigued to see how the Commanders look in that one from an offensive standpoint. Because, the Raiders, they did keep the Chargers relatively in check, 20 points. And then they held the Patriots to, 13 in week 1? So I am very intrigued to see what the Commanders' offense looks like against the Raiders, who now have a game at home and away where their defenses looked decent enough, giving up some yards, but still keeping them out of the end zone.
They could honestly be in trouble because the Packers were feasting with the tight ends. Kraft had a big day. Musgrave had a good day. Yeah. If the Brock Bowers and Michael Meyer get a little hot, that could be an area where the Commanders can be exposed this year. Well, yeah, I was pretty pleased with how the Packers looked. They ran Josh Jacobs 23 times, so leaning on that run still. I thought they looked really good. Big stage at home.
Yeah,
we'll see how they travel.
Well, for the Packers, man, it's like, same year, same story, or different year, same story. That does anybody in that wide receiver room want to step up? They're going to be without Dobbs for a little bit because he broke his collarbone, which I knew right away when it happened, how he was holding his arm.
It was Jalen Reed.
Thank you. Wasn't Dobbs.
Yeah.
Yes, but as soon as I saw how he landed and how he came up and was walking in the locker room, I was like,
it didn't look good.
I was like, he broke his collarbone, 100%.
It did not look good.
But I mean, so far through the season, like no one in that, like Tucker Kraft is their leading receiver, leading receptions, and so we'll see. They play the Browns this week, but yeah, I mean, so far their leading wide receiver target is Dontavian Wicks with 6 catches. Romeo Dobbs has 96
say Romeo
yards.
Dobbs should be up there.
He has 96 yards through 2 games. But right now, Tucker Kraft is leading them in both receptions, targets, yards, and
that reliable big target, man.
Yeah.
But do you see DG throw his first touchdown pass for the Browns? Dylan Gabriel.
Oh yeah, he actually has more touchdown passes this season than Jalen Hurts does.
Burn.
Which I love.
Yeah, I know you're holding on to that. Then another notable thing is Joe Burrow, obviously, with the turf toe.
Yeah.
And how long he's going to be out. So
yeah, that's fucking rough, man. And obviously hindsight's 2020, but you look at that and you're like, maybe you should have, let T Higgins go and use that money to invest in an offensive line, While
that line's terrible.
While the Jamar Chase connection has been great, maybe you should have gone with Penei Sewell instead of Jamar Chase. Like, it's great that he had this great target, but if Joe Burrow is getting to the point, if not already, where you have to question, is he injury prone? Like,
yeah,
it's half of his. We're now in what is this year 5 of Joe Burrow?
Yeah, I think so.
So this is year 6, but rookie season, played in 10 games and then tore his knee. And then 2 seasons ago, was that I think a wrist or a thumb injury or something like that cut his season short.
Mm-hmm.
And now this season, so essentially he either plays the entire season or he gets hurt and misses a large chunk of the season.
Which isn't good. Either do you think Jake Browning's going to start for him all the way through December, or are they going to try to trade for like Jameis Winston or like some crazy?
I hope they trade for Jameis and you have Jameis just throwing bombs to Jamar Chase and T Higgins.
Right.
And then he has 20 interceptions, but it's still entertaining.
Because they can get rid of Jameis since they have Jackson Dart,
Yeah.
They're a team that can afford that. To maybe get like a pick or something out of it. Would be nice. And did you see that Marcus Mariota might start for the Commanders this week because of Daniels, was it his knee?
We could have 4 Oregon quarterbacks starting.
Yeah.
Because, we got Bo Nix, Herbert. If Flacco keeps Flaccoing, then you got Dylan Gabriel starting, and then you have Marcus starting for Washington. Let's go.
Yep.
QBU, baby.
Yeah. Pretty pumped on that. I don't know if you saw any of I didn't really watch a ton of it, to be honest, the Panthers Cardinals, but Bryce Young threw the ball 55 times.
It was looking really rough to start that game, and then he ended up kind of, righting the ship a bit. I was just going to ask, where's Anthony Brown at? Is he still in Baltimore?
He might be on like a practice squad Baltimore type thing, because I don't know if he's actually.
Damn it. I think he's in the UFL.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
That's tough.
Yeah. I was going to say, if we can get him back in the NFL and have him start a game at the same time as all these other Duck quarterbacks.
That would be pretty sweet.
The fact that he was even in the NFL as long as he was is an accomplishment in itself. Like,
I agree. Get that money while you can.
My God. Well, trying to think of what else to hit on with this NFL.
Just real quick on our fantasy, I got absolutely destroyed this week. Derrick Henry got me 23 yards this week. Yay! The fucking asshole.
Wait. Me and Irwin are going to be duking it out. 2-0-2 teams trying to get our first dub.
That's awesome. I do have something to say.
We're going an all rookie.
McCarthy.
We're going an all rookie running back starting lineup. We're going Tootin and Judkins this week, baby. Wish me luck.
Judkins didn't look half bad though.
No, and Tootin got in the end zone too.
Yeah. That would be pretty clutch. I'm pretty sure I was the least amount of points scoring this week in our league. At one point last night, I had 33 points going into the Monday game.
Yeah, but you had like 6 dudes playing across those 2 games.
Yes, but like I was like, this is embarrassing. And Curtis had 130 points already, so I was like, all right.
Yeah, I definitely could have benefited from playing you this last week.
Yeah, everyone could have.
See, you got to be upset if you're Curtis though, wasting a good performance like that.
Unfortunately, I think his team is going to be scoring pretty close to that most weeks. It's pretty good.
Brandon Aubrey got him 22 points.
Yeah, that is annoying. I went against Brandon Aubrey in both my leagues. It's just so annoying.
Yeah, shout out to Kurt for just an amazing lift drive home Saturday night after the Timbers game too.
What are the chances? That's crazy.
Well, he pulls up and I notice it's him and he doesn't know it's me. So I'm just like, Kurt, what's up? He's like, yep, that's me. He's like, yep. He's like, yeah, that's right. And then it literally took me getting into his car and sitting shotgun for him to realize that it was me. He's like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I kept saying your name. He's like, oh, I thought you called it and you just saw my name on there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, the odds of it happening though, yes. Like, what are the chances?
Was he telling you about how he wasn't sure he was going to be able to drive because some guy had backed into him the night before and he had to like chase him down because they tried to drive off?
He slip a disc?
Yeah, seriously. But he was like, I don't know if Lyft's going to make me stop driving, but he went through all the steps and everything and it wasn't bad enough for him to stop driving. So
there you go.
There you go. You got your ride home.
Well, for a segue there, it might get bad enough to where JJ McCarthy can't be driving the car for the Vikings. I mean, he's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks, it looks like, anyways. But you were going to say something about McCarthy?
His performance he had on Sunday night. It's just he's not going to be consistent this year. I don't think.
I was reading something. I don't know where. I don't know who was saying it, but basically when he gets back, people are wondering if Kevin O'Connell's going to dumb things down because like every play is at like he's hiking the ball with like a second left in the play clock and he is staring down the right side of the field. Like if you looked at his pass chart, he made like 2 passes to the left and everything else was to the right. Like everything else is to the right or, a couple down the middle, but it's not good. And so people were saying that last year, that was kind of the case for Darnold at the start of the year. And he's seen how many offenses has he seen so far since being in the league. And he gets over to Minnesota and he's even like his head is scrambled. And so there's theories that Kevin O'Connell's going to be like, all right, we need to simplify this a little bit and we need to make this easier on him. And time will tell when he gets back, but NFL, man, it's just talk about week to week, but quarter to quarter, like absolute bum last week for the first 3 quarters and then balls out in that fourth.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to just being complete shit the next week.
Just a pumpkin. Yeah. If you and me can see that he's just staring down that right side, can you only imagine what an NFL D coordinator is cooking up? Like,
oh, dude. Yeah.
Like, that's not going to be good. I mean, we'll see if Carson Wentz can step up and lead them this coming week, but he might be better. I'm not sure.
I know, but it could be the same thing where it's like he gets in there and the offense is just like, dude, like Kevin, please, can we just do something to like, can we not make this like a Mike Martz offense here and just make this a little bit easier for us, please?
Yeah. Let's run the same play just a couple different ways and make it easier for us, please.
Yeah. Yeah, he did not look good. Bears didn't look good. Dolphins are a complete fucking mess. Jets, I mean, talk about a regression after what I thought Justin Fields looked really, really good the week before. Did not look really, really good.
And he's hurt again or what?
And yeah, and he's hurt again and probably won't play. But my God, he was 3 for 11 for 27 yards.
Mac Jones comes in and gets a win. I mean, they're playing a terrible Saints team, but it's a win.
Yeah, Mac Jones, when Mac Jones comes marching in.
Oh, yeah.
Browns suck. We're getting I titled this episode some clarity in the NFL, because we're starting to see who's for real, who's not. After the week one, who we basically need to, pump the brakes after seeing their performance again, like the Lions. Yeah. It's like the Lions are going to be fine. They're going to be fine. The Rams are going to be fine. Matthew Stafford's going to be fine. Bills are going to be fine. Still some things that need to be sorted out, like are the Colts for real? They're going to be playing, I believe, the Titans this week in Tennessee. So, but remember what happened last year? Saints started 2-0 and their offense looked fucking amazing. And everybody was like, dude, Clint Kubiak and the Saints, look at these guys when they put up like 49 on the Cowboys.
Yeah, but little did they know a lot of people were going to put up points.
Yeah. So,
yeah, we'll see. It's still super early, but there's always storylines out of all these games. Like you can go through all of them and be like, you can pick something out,
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we love watching the NFL. There's something always crazy, dumb, fun, stupid,
Yeah. But you get Rams Eagles rematch from that divisional game last year. Intrigued to see how that one goes.
We have another divisional game, 3 straight divisional games to open up the season, putting the Broncos. So
Broncos, yeah. When I say Rams Eagles, I mean the divisional playoff game is what I meant.
Yeah, no. I got you. I got you on that.
But yes, you guys start with 3 straight. If you can start 3-0 with 3 straight wins against divisional opponents, that's huge. That's a great start.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Confidence.
Start.
You can carry that confidence the rest of the season.
Through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I mean, just looking at the schedule for next week, Lions-Ravens Monday night. That'll be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a fun little matchup.
That's really good.
That was my Super Bowl pick last year, I want to say, was Lions-Ravens.
That's a bad Sunday night game. Ugh.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. But yeah, I would say that, looking forward to that Monday night matchup and then that Rams-Eagles game. I'm hoping that's intriguing. And, just see if the Colts can keep it going or if they're going to lay an egg finally. But not a lot of time. There aren't a ton of matchups where I'm like, oh, hell yeah. It's basically kind of just those two, Rams-Eagles and then Lions-Ravens. And then, I'm sure there's going to be a couple games during this slate that are going to pop off the page. The Broncos-Chargers, that's going to be a fun game to watch. And then
that should be a good one.
And then we'll get 3 or 4 games that are just absolutely crazy, nutty endings,
right.
Like Texans Jags is going to be fucking insane or something stupid, Steelers Patriots, God only knows.
Panthers Falcons, just all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of which one it will be. So
I tell you what, I'm gonna have to probably play some Golden Tee during this Dolphins Bills game because what the fuck are we doing putting that Thursday night?
That's a classic Thursday night matchup, man.
Yeah,
The fact that we had the Packers and Commanders on Thursday night, I was like, what? I was like, this is too good of a game for Thursday night. What are we doing?
Yeah, I was going to say we got treated to that game, and now we have an absolute, blowout about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that does it, bud. I think
yep.
Tie a little bow on this episode.
Another one in the books. Let's beat those Beavs this week. How about that? Get ready stay healthy and get ready for Penn State following week.
Yep. I was looking at the Ducks schedule this week, and it's just it amazed me how much football is left.
Oh, it's great.
There's just so much football. It's like when you're playing a round of golf and you get through the third or fourth hole and you're like, dude, I've got another 14, 15 holes left. This is fucking great. This is awesome.
Well, me being the way I am, I'm like, God damn it. We're already 3 weeks into the season. Like, how? I've been waiting so long. We're already 3 games in. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like golf, too. People are like, what? We're already done with 5 holes? How? I want to be out here all day.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Look at that. A couple golf metaphors in this episode, too.
That's solid.
All right, brother. Well, I will. I don't know if I don't catch you this weekend or something like that, or chat with you. I'm sure I'll be shooting you texts about my bets that go wrong. So
that sounds good, man. You have a solid one. I'll be keeping in touch.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right. Peace.
Peace.